Good morning, children. Children, you have already studied the different kinds of tissues in the previous class. Now we will study the tissue system. The scientist Sachs classified tissue system in plants into three types. One is dermal or epidermal tissue system. Second one, ground tissue system. And third, vascular tissue system. Let us see first one, the dermal or epidermal tissue system. It consists of epidermis, stomata and epidermal outgrowths. Epidermis is the outermost layer. It has many minute pores called stomata. Cuticle is present on the outer wall of epidermis to check evaporation of water. Trichomes and root hairs are the epidermal outgrowths. Next, we will see the functions of this tissue. First one, epidermis protects the inner tissues. Second, stomata helps in transpiration. Root hairs help in absorption of water and minerals. See the second tissue system, the ground tissue system. It includes all the tissues of the plant body except epidermal and vascular tissues like cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith. Now we will see the third system, the vascular tissue system. The vascular tissue system consists of xylem and phloem tissues. They are present in the form of bundles called vascular bundles. Xylem conducts water and minerals to different parts of the plant. The phloem conducts food materials to different parts of the plant. There are three different types of vascular bundles, namely radial, conjoint and concentric. First one, radial bundles. In radial bundles, xylem and phloem are present in different radii, alternating with each other. It is present in roots. Second type, conjoint bundles. In this type, xylem and phloem lie on the same radius. In this type, there are two types of conjoint bundles. One is collateral and second one is bicollateral. In collateral type, xylem lies towards the center and phloem lies towards the periphery. When cambium is present in collateral bundles, it is called open. Example, dicot stem. And collateral bundle without cambium is called closed. Example, monocot stem. In another type, the bicollateral type, this type of bundle, the phloem is present on both outer and inner side of xylem. Example, cucurbita. Let us see the third, concentric bundles. In this type, vascular bundle in which xylem completely surrounds the phloem or phloem completely surrounds the xylem is called concentric vascular bundle. It is of two types. One is amphiversal and another one is amphicribral. In amphiversal, xylem surrounds phloem. Example, racina. In amphicribral, phloem surrounds xylem. Example, ferns. Based on the xylem arrangement, there are two types, endarch and exarch. In endarch, protoxylem lies towards the center and metaxylem lies towards the periphery. Example, stem. In exarch type, protoxylem lies towards the periphery and metaxylem lies towards the center. Example, roots. Children, next we are going to study the internal structure of dicot root. Example, bean seed. In this structure, various parts present. First we can see the epiblemma. It is outermost layer. Cuticle and stomata are absent. Unicellular root hairs are present. It is also known as rhizodermis or pelliferous layer. The second structure is cortex. It is a multi-layered large zone made of thin-walled parenchymatous cells with intercellular spaces. It stores food and water. The third structure is endodermis. The endodermis is the innermost layer of cortex. The cells are barrel-shaped, closely packed and show band-like thickenings on their radial and inner tangential walls. It is called Casparian stripes. It helps in the movement of water and dissolved salts from cortex into xylem. The next structure is stele. All tissues inner to endodermis constitute the stele. It includes pericycle and vascular bundle. In pericycle, inner to endodermis lies a single layer of pericycle. It is the site of origin of lateral roots. In vascular bundle, it is radial. Xylem is exarch and tetrarch. The tissue present between xylem and phloem is called conjunctive tissue. In dicot root, it is made of parenchyma. The last structure is pith. Young root contains pith, whereas in old root, pith is absent. Children, let us see the internal structure of monocot root. Example, maize. In this internal structure of monocot root, there are several characteristic features are present. First one, epiblemma or rhizodermis. It is outermost layer of the root and is made up of single layer of thin-walled parenchymatous cell. Stomata and cuticle are absent. The root hair helps in absorption of water and minerals from the soil. This layer also protects the inner tissues. Second, cortex. Cortex is multi-layered large zone composed of parenchymatous cells with intercellular spaces. It stores water and food materials. The third structure, endodermis. It is the innermost layer of cortex with characteristic Casparian stripes and passage cells. Casparian stripes are nothing but band-like thickening made of suberin. The fourth type, stele. All the tissues inner to endodermis constitute stele. It includes pericycle, vascular tissues and pith. In pericycle, it is a single layer of thin-walled cells. The lateral roots originate from this layer. The vascular tissues. It consists of many patches of xylem and phloem arranged radially. The xylem is exarch and polyarch. The conjunctive tissue is made up of sclerenchyma. The last structure is pith. It is present at the center. It is made up of parenchyma cells with intercellular spaces. It contains abundant amount of starch grains and it stores food materials. Children, have you understood the lesson? Now points to remember. Who classified the tissue system? Sachs classified the tissue system. What are the classification of tissue system? Dermal or epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system and vascular tissue system. What are the functions of dermal or epidermal tissue system? Epidermis protects the inner tissue. Stomata helps in transpiration and root hairs help in absorption of water and minerals. Then what are the three different types of vascular bundles? Radial bundles, conjoined bundles and concentric bundles. Children, now I am given to some exercise. First one, dash classified tissue system in plants. Second, the end-arc condition is the characteristic feature of dash. Third, what is collateral bundle? Fourth, what are the functions of epidermal tissue system? Thank you, children.